This video is about the reciprocating compressor. A reciprocating compressor is also called a piston compressor because it uses a piston and a cylinder. This type of compressor works similar to a car engine. It compresses the refrigerant using the pressure difference created by the upward and downward movement of the piston. Now, let's understand how it works. It works in 4 strokes: suction stroke, compression stroke, discharge stroke, and return stroke. In the suction stroke, the piston moves downward from the top of the cylinder. As it moves, low pressure is created inside the cylinder. During this time, the suction valve opens. Now, the refrigerant from the evaporator enters the cylinder. Since the refrigerant is being sucked into the cylinder, we call this the suction stroke. Next, the piston moves upward. As it moves up, it compresses the refrigerant inside the cylinder. During this compression stroke, both the suction and discharge valves remain closed. As the refrigerant is compressed by the piston, its pressure and temperature increase significantly. When the piston reaches the top of the cylinder, the refrigerant becomes fully compressed. Now, the discharge valve opens. The high pressure and high temperature refrigerant exits through the discharge valve and goes to the condenser. Since the refrigerant is being discharged to the condenser, this is called the discharge stroke. Next, the piston comes downward again. As it comes down, low pressure is created again, the suction valve opens, and refrigerant from the evaporator enters the cylinder once more. Since the piston returns to its starting position after discharging the refrigerant, this is called the return stroke. But the return stroke is essentially the same as the suction stroke, as both occur together. This process continues in a cycle. This is how a reciprocating compressor compresses the refrigerant and helps it flow through the entire AC unit. You'll find reciprocating compressors in the following shape. These compressors are used in small and medium-sized AC units, as well as in refrigerators and freezers. So, a reciprocating compressor consists of a piston and cylinder, which compress the refrigerant, a crankshaft and connecting rod, which convert rotational motion into reciprocating motion, 2 valves, suction and discharge valves, which control the refrigerant flow, a motor, which runs the compressor. That's the explanation of the reciprocating compressor. In the next video, we'll learn how another type of compressor works.